Good morning, it's match day again today. Manchester United versus Newcastle at Old Trafford. Again, I'll be going to the game very shortly. I'm just going to do a quick little brief preview before I head off to the stadium. First of all, actually, before I go to the stadium today, I'll be going to the protest. There's going to be a protest today, another protest against the Glazers. I'm sure most of you know by now, what we think of the Glazers. We don't want them at our club anymore, and we're trying to do everything now, possibly, to get them out of the club. We have to make our voices heard, and we'll keep on going. We're not going to give in until until they've gone, basically. There's often been talk this week of Jim Ratcliffe. He said he looks like he's interested, I think, but it's just obviously it's not for sale, so you can't really do much if it's not for sale. But we just need to make sure we're staying alert and making sure that the Glazers know that we're not going to give in until basically they've sold the club. So anyway, I'll be going to that before the game. There'll be a march. I think it's like 15-minute walk from the stadium. So and then outside the stadium as well. So I'll be going to that beforehand. But anyway, going back to the game today. Newcastle, it's going to be a very tough game. They're actually having a pretty good season. We actually are ahead of them, only I think by one place. I think 1 place and 1 point. But they've only lost one game this season, and even that loss was against Liverpool. And they actually played really well, and they probably should have actually got something out of that. And they also have the best, joint best goals conceded this season as well. So they are tough to break down. But not even just that as well. It's also they've got some great attacking players, and they can score goals as well. Saint Maximin is for me one of the best player for them. I think he's definitely going to be a top club very soon. I know Newcastle probably could be a top 4 team very soon, but if they don't, I think Saint Maximin definitely could go to one of the big teams. Really do like him. He when he gets the ball, he's very aggressive and attacks the fullback. And I think today he'll be on the left hand side up against Delo. And Delo's not, as I said, not been on form lately, so he needs to be on it today, or he could be having a hard day up against him. But tonight, we need to make sure we put these chances away today against Newcastle, because I think midweek we created so many chances. And today the thing is, though, we're not going to create that many chances against Newcastle. We'll create chances, I'm sure. We've got the players to do it. But we're not going to create 30 odd chances as we did in midweek. So that's why when we have to be more clinical today. Rashford had so many chances in midweek, and he really needs to start putting these away, because Newcastle are a team who, unlike Newcastle, will make us pay. So it's important, we get, take these chances. It's definitely good we're getting the chances, but you need to put them away. So my team I'm going to go with today, I think it's not really many surprises. I think it's kind of the team probably I'm guessing most fans will pick. There might be one or two that might be, debatable. But, this is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with De Gea in goal. Obviously, no one else there really to replace him. I know he's doing pretty well this season. He's starting to actually come off his line now as well. Starting to take a bit of a leadership of that back line. So, he's starting to do stuff now that we've not seen before. So, De Gea in goal. It'll be Delo at right back. He's not had a great couple of games now, but as I said, there's no one really there to replace him. Wan-Bissaka is injured at the moment. Ethan Laird's gone on loan, and obviously you could put Lindelof there, or you could put Marcelo, but it would be very bad for his confidence if you if you replace him with someone who's not actually a right back. So I'm sure Delo can get back to his back to his best. He's done well at the start of the season, so hopefully he can, today, or as I say, will be a big challenge for him. So him at right back. In the centre back, Varane was on the bench in midweek, didn't come on, but that sounds like he's fit. He didn't want to risk him. For a game against Newcastle, didn't really need to. With his injury history, no point taking a risk on that. So I'm going to go with Varane and Martinez. Of course, them two have got a good partnership going. Until Varane got injured. So yeah, it'd be good to see them two back today. And the left back one I think the left back is actually probably one of the positions where I think it could be a bit of debate on this one. Personally, I would go with Marcella just for this game actually, and even though he's not been on great form, I feel like this game actually would be better for Marcella instead of Luke Shaw. Marcella is a bit more defensively solid, and I think we have to start the game, solid, and then maybe later on in the game we can bring on Luke Shaw, who's a bit more, better at attacking, and if we need a goal. So I actually think he'll go with Luke Shaw just because he's been on form. But personally, I'd go with Marcella. But I think that's the one where I think there might be a bit of debate on who the fans will pick over that one. But anyway, that's what I'd go with. In midfield, I think this is quite straightforward. Casemiro, starting to show now his form that he showed at Real Madrid, and won him off the Champions Leagues, and a lot of lots of other trophies as well. So yeah, definitely Casemiro. I think McTominay's suspended, so that's quite straightforward. Ahead of him, Eriksen will come back in. I think it showed in midweek how much we missed him. He's been one of our best players this season. It would have been nice to actually give him the whole night off in midweek, but it wasn't to be. So, but yeah, he's definitely he's the first name on the team sheet at the moment. And then Fernandes in the number 10 captain. He's it'd be nice to see him get a goal or two today, because I think he's one thing he's only got one or two goals this season, so it'd be nice to see him get some goals now, because we know he's got it in his locker, and hopefully he can get one today. So yeah, Fernandes in the number 10. In the forward lines, I think Anthony on the right. I think he's had a good start, okay start. I wouldn't say, amazing. He obviously scored 3 goals in 3 games at Old Trafford, but I don't think he's shown. I think it's more that he can do, but it's a decent start, and I think I think he's made that right side now his own. It's still competition. He'll have to, he's got to sort of fight for position, but right now I think Anthony has got that right winger position. On the left, I think Rashford. I think he's showing now he's getting back to his best. As I said before, he just needs to be a bit more clinical and start putting these chances away. He's obviously done well. He got a few goals already this season. He scored against Liverpool, scored against Arsenal. So I think but he just needs to. I think he's definitely got it in his locker to score 20 goals a season. But yeah, he just needs to start putting these chances away. It's good that he's getting the chances, as I said, but it just needs to put them away. And then up front, I think Martial looks like he's going to be injured. And even if he is fit, he might probably only be on the bench just because, I think the manager will want to risk him. He's been very unlucky with injuries. So I think it's one of those where if Martial was fit, I'd probably have Martial, just because, as we've seen in pre-season, he did really well. But, he's just not had a chance really to, on a regular basis this season to show what he can do. When he has played, he's scored goals or he's, made an assist. So I think when he's fit, he will be the number 9, but at the moment he's not fit. So I think it will be Cristiano Ronaldo. And, you can't doubt Cristiano Ronaldo, what he does, scores goals. And, we all remember last year against Newcastle, his first game back, scored 2 goals. And yeah, it was a great day. One of the best days probably of the season, really. And that was only, I think, in the second or third game, wasn't it? So, yeah, that just shows how bad the season was when the best game was like, you know, that early on in the season. It was a great return for Ronaldo. Couldn't believe it when he actually came back. And it was he's, for me, he still got it. You know, I think he's got to realise maybe he's not going to play every game, but I think he'll definitely start this one just because we got no one else if, you know, Martial is not fit. So yeah, that's my starting 11. We'll have a look later and see whether I got that right. I think there's only maybe one position, maybe two that I might have got wrong, or, you know, could be changed, but yeah, we'll see anyway. Yeah, I think today actually Newcastle this actually could suit our game because we actually play better when we play against teams that are going to be you know, attackers. You know, we've seen against Liverpool and Arsenal this season already. Teams that come up against us, you know, actually try and, you know, play football and, you know, attackers. We actually do better because it leaves a bit more space for us to you know, I won't say counter attack, but, you know, just gives that more space because, you know, they try and, you know, they leave more empty spaces in behind. And I think I think this game will suit us in that way, but I think also Newcastle are quite solid defensively. They got a good shape. Eddie Howe's doing really well. Really, everyone knows what they're doing. So even though they might be quite attacking, I still think they'll be quite strong at the back. So we've got to be quick in our passes today. We need to make sure, you know, when we get the ball, we're, you know, playing it forward. You know, I think Ericsson and Fernandez, them two are very crucial today because we need to get in behind the line. You know, Rashford and Anthony, we need to get them on the ball, and then obviously, you know, we've got people like Ronaldo, Fernandez who can get in there and score the goals. So yeah, I think we've got to be, you know, a lot more quicker today on the ball because Newcastle are going to be up for it today. They're on good form and they're going to be they're not going to give us time on the ball, so we need to make sure we are up for it. But anyway, I'm going to get ready now and head to the stadium. It's going to be go to the protest beforehand, and then I'll be in the Stretford End again today. I really can't wait for this one. First game, or Premier League game. Obviously they're midweek, but this is, you know, for me is a bigger game, and I really can't wait. But anyway, guys, I'm going to head off now. So next time you'll see me will be at the stadium. Thank you.
Glazers out, so we want Glazers out. We want Glazers out, so we want Glazers out. We want Glazers out, so we want Glazers out. Right, just about heading to the stadium. About half an hour to kick off now. Teams have just been announced. The big surprise is that Marcus Rashford is out and Jadon Sancho is in. And apart from that, it's pretty much what I expected. Luke Shaw at left back. I wanted Marcelo, but I did have a feeling it'll be Luke Shaw. So yeah, that's the team. My prediction today, I think it'll be a very close game, but I'm going to go for 2-1. And I think Cristiano Ronaldo and I'll go for Bruno Fernandes goal as well. Come on, United.
So it's finished Manchester United 0, Newcastle 0, and a very frustrating and disappointing result today at Old Trafford. Just slacking in that final third again. Making the wrong pass or too slow on the ball. And yeah, we just really very poor today. We'll definitely miss Eriksen again in that midfield. Someone who can make that final ball. And just someone who make a quick pass. Fred, it was just doesn't do that at all. He's too sloppy on the ball, gives it away too much, takes too many touches, and it was just very frustrating to watch that today from Fred. It was just like, honestly, the whole Stretford end, where I was anyway, was just getting so annoyed of him. And I'm surprised I can't believe he actually played the whole 90 minutes. You might say didn't have no one on the bench, but for me, you got to sit down on the bench. I might be young, but give him a chance. And it's like Garnacho as well. We need a goal. Why is the manager not bringing these players on? What's he got to lose? They're young players. Unknown as well. And they're sometimes the best people to bring on because Newcastle probably don't know much about them. And as we've seen in the past with Rashford, these players can come on and make a difference, and we're just not seeing it at all really. I don't think they've hardly played the season at all. I think Garnacho came off the bench for a few minutes in a couple of games, but apart from that, that's nothing really. Can't make a difference in a few minutes, and just give them 20-25 minutes, see what they can do. And especially today, because I think they could have done something today. They would have freshened it up. And really Sancho, Bruno, Fred, all having poor games. It wasn't like they were playing good. They're playing good. Let's keep them on. But they weren't having good games. Don't be afraid to take them off and bring on these youngsters. And that's what I would love to see. Give them a chance and see what they can do. And you just never know. You might be surprised. But he's the manager. There's reasons why maybe he hasn't brought them on. But yeah, for me personally, I would have loved to see them come on today, but it wasn't to be. Newcastle really surprised me today. Actually, I thought they would have come out and attacked us more, but they really didn't come out at all. They played for a draw from the first half. They were time wasting, which was quite embarrassing really from them. I thought they've had a good start to the season. I thought today this would have been a good chance for Newcastle to show what they've got. To come here and actually go, we'll give you a game and we can beat you. But they just, defended. They defended well. They got a good, the best clean sheet record in the league. But I think today I would have rather them come out and attacked us, because we really do struggle against teams that have a low block. We find it hard to break them teams down, and today, without Eriksen especially today, we just did have nothing until the last 10 minutes where Rashford and Fred both have great chances. For me, Rashford, no excuses. He's got to score. Simple as. It's a great ball by Casemiro, probably the best ball of the game, and probably the only ball of the game that's gone to one of our strikers, and he's ended up missing it. And people might say Ronaldo, he's on the pitch, he probably scores. We'll never know, but the chances are he at least hits the target, and he hasn't even hit the target, Rashford, and there's just no excuses. He's got to score that. But it's just a very frustrating day today, and it didn't make the referee didn't help either. He was very poor, making some really bad decisions, making some not giving us fouls that were blatant fouls, and there was two penalties there, one from either team, that really were both penalties. I've just looked from where I was today, I couldn't really see it, but I've just looked at the replay now, and they're both blatant penalties. I don't know how he's missed that. You go to VAR, they're both penalties, but you were just very poor today. I'm not going to say that's the reason why we lost today, but you do want a bit of help, and when you're you don't mind. You do get the odd mistake here and there. That's fair enough. But he was making so many bad decisions today, and yeah, very poor performance from the referee today. Before the game today, there was a protest, and it was great to be part of that today. Yeah, I've not been there since they've done the protest, and it was just great to be there, involved in it and see how many fans, are against the Glazers. And, the message is simple. We want the Glazers out, and we're not going to stop until they've gone. They've ruined our club. We're not the same club as we has been before. Since they've come, they've not done anything, and we want the Glazers out, and we're not going to stop. And there's going to be more protests this season, I'm sure. Speaking to people today at the protest, they're not going to stop until they are gone. We want the Glazers out, and we are not going to stop until they've gone. So yeah, that's my message. I just wanted to get out. I'm sure like every Manchester United fan is thinking the same, and hopefully soon they'll be gone. Really, hopefully they will be gone very soon. But anyway, we've got a big week coming up this week. We've got 2 massive games, especially after not winning today. We've got Newcastle, Tottenham on Wednesday, and then we've got Chelsea on Saturday next weekend. So 2 massive games, and we really need to get 3 points out of both of them, really. There's 2 challenges for the top 4 for me, and we need to get points off them because they got a bit of a lead on us now. They both won on the weekend, so yeah, we have to. Hopefully we'll have Eriksen back. I think that's very important. Hopefully even Martial, that'll be good as well. Hopefully no injuries after today. We can go into the Tottenham game and get a win, because we really need it, especially after today. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Red Devils Addicts, Instagram as well. Have a good one, and I'll see you soon. Thank you very much.